What's up, guys? It is Starflorge here. I am bringing you the build video I said I would, which is the same build as my last video, the build I was using in it. Now I am only level 14, so when I'm 20 I will bring out another video for the full build, but we're going to just go into my little build here, which has these little spells here. Now there are a few kind of essentials, but we're mainly just going full-on necromancy. I do like the necromancer. I think what you can do with it is just very, very nice. So first, though, we are going to go with Inferno. The reason I like this Inferno, you can see I've gone this like kind of diagonal path down here. First, you get Immolate. The nice thing about this is for catching out all the stealth characters. Anyone that goes in stealth, if you've seen them and go in stealth, you can use that on the ground and it'll get them out, or you can put the burning ability, which will then eventually get them out. But anyway, this is really nice low cost damage, and if you needed to use it with Flashpoint, you can get some big AoE. But anyway, going on, we're going to go for the Pyromancer, which gives you more burning duration. So for the Immolate, it will burn longer, and eventually the Fire Mine, when you get the Searing Glyph, will burn longer. So overall you're doing more damage with this Pyromancer. And then you get the Fire Mine. Now the reason I've gone all the way down to the Fire Mine is the Fire Mine for a mage I think is really key. Now the reason is this, because of this, why I think it's key, is because I used to have a little bit of trouble with the ranged. I used to have to focus them first, because if you don't, they're the ones that will just stand there and shoot you or whatever. And so the reason you get this is so that all those nasty rogues with bows and stuff, you can just put a Fire Mine straight on them and they won't move, and therefore it will just blow up on them, either killing them instantly, or if not, you take this Searing Glyph, which then does the 200 weapon damage per second for 8 seconds, and with the Pyromancer you're just doing so much damage. And if you have Flashpoint, this works especially well for massive high health targets, because you're just doing insane damage ridiculously quickly with a Flashpoint. You can just drop them down, and this is just big AoE. So that's mainly what the fire is for, the big AoE plus the Flashpoint, because Flashpoint works across everything. Now we've gone through the Inferno, we're going to go into Winter. Now Winter, I mainly went for the Winter Stillness. This is the main reason, because a lot of the time I just spend standing still, because you have a tank taking the damage, and with this build I feel like I don't really have to move much, and by taking Winter Stillness you want to be as far as away, attacking them for as long range as possible. And to help this, I took the Fade Step before rather than the Winter's Grasp. Now a lot of people I've seen have taken Winter's Grasp. I don't think it's that needed, to be honest. It just locks them in place, freezing it in place for a while. But I prefer the Fade Step, honestly. It gets you away with a Flashpoint. It will get you miles away, and it will allow you to keep Winter Stillness up longer. I can guarantee you that. But so far, that's all I've gone into Winter. Next, we're going to go into the Storm. Now, Storm, I've only taken these first two. Energy Barrage, I think, is probably one of the mage's key spells. No matter what you do, no matter what you build, you should probably have this, because it does so much damage, especially with Flashpoint. It is a killer. It does so much damage. When you see all these energy barrages flying off, it is crazy. And if you watch my previous video, you'll see how to get massive damage out with this build, which I highly suggest you go and watch to really effectively use this. And then I've also got Chain Lightning, just because I find the fact that it's very good for AoE. If they're not grouped up for a Fire Mine or an Immolate, then Chain Lightning is what you go to, and it will bounce. So you only need 2, and it will bounce, and it does a lot. It does a lot of damage, and it's a low cooldown ability. So when everything else is gone, you can always trust Chain Lightning as if there's 2 or more. I just find it really useful, and I do use it a lot. Energy Barrage, I must say, I just use more than anything. So now we're going to go over to the Necromancer, where I have taken everything apart from the Spirit Mark. The reason behind this is I found that the the pet that you kind of get off it just kind of works in any AI way, and to be honest, I don't think the AI are that great, therefore it's not doing masses. Even with the lingering mark where it does damage bonus, I just feel everything else is so much nicer. So we're going to start off with the horror, and definitely taking despair, definitely, because they take 50% weapon damage per second when they are feared and have armor reduction, and this is for 6 seconds, and it's a great spell for anything that can be horrified. It is really great. And when you go down to things like this, if it's panicked, you deal more damage, 15%, and if you go over here, well, not over here, sorry, which is just really nice, because if you get horror out and then get some AoE, all of them are taking much more damage. And then over here, Death's Infant, every time an enemy nearby dies, you regain health and mana. I just find it is so useful, because a lot of the time I feel like me as the mage with Energy Barrage, I'm a big finisher. I do normally get the kill, and therefore Death's Infant works so well. Power of the Dead is also amazing. Killing enemies gives you damage bonus for 10 seconds. Now this is a massive time. If you are a mage with this build, I can guarantee you can kill anything in 10 seconds. Anything at all. Unless it's like some dragon, which would be a little bit harder. But anyway, it's so useful, and if you're going into an undead zone, well, they're all dead, so you're constantly getting this power. It's so nice. Also here, if you're knocked unconscious, a spirit fights for you, and you can just fight on as normal. I find this really useful for if you do die, you don't have to instantly get some dude over to revive you. Normally I get the other ranged character, put them on my dead body, where I'd just put them near me, stay standing still, and as soon as I'm dead, get them to revive me. I feel this is much better than just dying and getting them to walk over. It means they're right there next to you. And it also leads on to Walking Bomb, which I just find is amazing, seeing as it does so much spirit damage, 200% per second, and for 10 seconds that's 2000%, and then it explodes if they die. No, at the end of it, it explodes, dealing 600. And then if it kills your target, the effect spreads, causing secondary explosions. If you watch my other video, you want to work out how to get a Walking Bomb for free. Not 65 mana, free. So you say goodbye to that cost, because I know it is free. And when you get a free Walking Bomb, 2 Energy Barrages, I can guarantee you they are nearly dead, which means this explosion is going off, and I have had very satisfying times where you get like 10 explosions just going off crazy. It is honestly one of the most satisfying things I have ever known. Now, like I said, I'm only level 14, so I haven't done the full build, but I do hope you guys like this. I find it very effective in every way. I'm never dying anymore, and if I do, I got the things to help me. But it's just so useful, and no one touches you. Especially being able to phase step and horror, phase step flashpoint. You know, with horrors, I never get touched. I find this also outputs huge damage. So when I'm 20, I will upload another video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video in itself. So please leave a like, hit the subscribe button for my other videos, which will include some more mage mechanics that you can exploit, mainly the one versus dragons, how you can easily solo a dragon at any point. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next ones that I will release, hopefully soon, probably in a week's time. But until then, hope you guys enjoyed this build. Hope it works out for you guys. It definitely does for me, and I know if it does for me, then anyone can use it, because to be honest, mages aren't that hard. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.